All right, so welcome everybody. My name is Colin Campbell, and I'm super excited to be here today with Cece Leung, and we're talking more about her article that came out in the fall of 2024. It's titled "Immersive Advertising Through Co-Creation: Lessons from the Visitor Economy: How to Enhance Experiential Competitiveness with an Attract, Convert, and Delight Strategy." The article is co-authored with Dimitrios Buhalis at Bournemouth University, and also Giampaolo Viglia at the University of Portsmouth. And Cece is, of course, also at the University of North Texas in the States. Thank you so much for being here today, Cece. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Colin, for having me here. I'm super excited to be here to share with everyone, share with audience, with our new article published in Journal of Advertising Research.
Awesome. Okay. So this is it's a really interesting topic, and it sounds like it was a really fun study to go through and do as well. So to start us off, I'm curious just if you could just tell us casually about what was your article about, and then what were some of the key findings that you had as well too.
Thank you. So basically, this is more like a conceptual paper. So this paper explores how immersive advertising, so including virtual reality, augmented reality, and metaverse technologies, how these immersive advertising reshapes our marketing in the visitors economy. So we integrated three key theories: presence theory, media richness theory, and optimal arousal theory to develop an experiential marketing framework to explain how this immersive immersive experience will drive customer engagement and ultimately into their decision making. So then we use 5 real-world case studies from South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, US, and UAE to illustrate how businesses have successfully integrated immersive advertising into their marketing strategies and how they increased their customer engagement and achieve those favorable outcomes. And after these case studies, we finally introduced a 3-pillar immersive advertising strategy, including attract, convert, and delight. The strategies can be used by the businesses to take advantage of advertising to capture consumers' attention, convert virtual engagement into real-world purchases, and build these customer relationships. So our findings suggest that immersive advertising enhances brand engagement, removes physical and temporal boundaries, and creates interactive customer experiences, and that leads to increased sales and brand loyalty.
Awesome. Yeah, it seems really interesting. I noticed as well too that you went to or one of your co-authors, or you went to the Coachella as well too. Is that right? It seems to get some pretty neat data collections. Do you want to tell us a bit more about where the different sites were that you explored?
Yeah, sure. So since this is more like a conceptual paper, so we did not do any first-hand data collection. Instead, all the cases used in this study, we collected second-hand data. We do some online searches. It's more like online searches from different sources, and we compile those secondary data and look into how using theory to explain these cases to look at the effectiveness of immersive advertising.
Awesome. Yeah. So you had was it Coachella, and then what were the other ones? Some of the other ones as well too. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yes. So we have 5 different cases. So one is Coachella in US, and then we also have like the South Korean one is their destination marketing. So marketing the Seoul city of Seoul.
Cool.
And we also have the Saudi Arabian cases to market their heritage sites. And then we also have one from Singapore is marketing their hotel. It's the Millennium Hotels and Resorts. And then we have an airline example, that's the Emirates Airlines from UAE.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I love all the wide range of different examples that are used in the paper. So that's awesome. Yeah. And so let's segue next to thinking about like how marketers and advertisers can use this, right? So what are some of the key sort of like insights or takeaways that your paper provides for advertisers and marketers? Yeah.
Yes, sure. So basically, our finding, the analysis of 5 cases led us to get to the last section where we extensively discussed the practical implication of this study and how the marketers can take full advantage of immersive advertising. So the 3-pillar immersive advertising strategy developed toward the end of the study are full of the practical implications. So I just give some examples here, but if you want to read all the implications, you probably want to go back and read our study.
Definitely,
Some examples, for example, we talked about that these immersive advertising should target more like the population, the digital naives. So we find that immersive ads, they resonate very well with Gen Z customers who already see digital environments as extension of their real lives. So, and also advertisers, they need to focus on self-expression through avatars, so and let them to build their own avatars to express their self-image. And another thing we find is the contextual advertising works very well in immersive environment, because when people play games, they don't realize they are watching an ad. So if you put your brand logos in a game, it will naturally perceived by those players, and they don't even realize that you are advertising to them. Another thing is the impulsive purchase is very strong in immersive environment. So because they are, when the consumers, they experience this immersive environment, they are more likely, it increases their arousal, so they are more likely to purchase something when they are there. So for example, that airline example, Emirates Airlines, they let them to pick seats and do some upgrades in this immersive advertising, which has really good outcomes.
Awesome. Okay. No, all really great things to go through and take a look at. Yeah, thank you. I'm curious as well to ask this of everybody when we go through these podcasts, you know, where did the idea come from for this article? I think it's always interesting to kind of go through and take a look at that.
Yeah. So basically, my research background is technology adoption and digital transformation in hospitality and tourism. So I'm always interested in how emerging technologies shape consumer behaviors, experiences. This article was inspired by the new technology evolution, such as virtual reality, augmented reality, and metaverse. So especially in hospitality and tourism, you can see this technology has transformed travelers' experience. So I really see an opportunity to explore how this immersive advertising can bridge the gap in the industry and academia and create more engaged, interactive brand experiences. So another key inference on this study was my previous research on KFC's immersive brand storytelling. So KFC back in 2018, I think they launched a virtual reality game they called KFC The Hard Way. So I saw that at the news and I was very interested in it. So I purchased the game. I purchased the virtual reality headset to play the game. And then I conducted a study, used that as an example to look at how this virtual reality gamification changed consumers' perception and engagement. And that study does review that the immersive storytelling can enhance the brand authenticity and engagement. And all these became some central themes in this article. So building on top of my previous work, I wanted to expand the scope beyond one single brand and explore how immersive advertising transform the whole visitor economy. So that's why we analyze different case studies from different industries and from different countries to try to give a more broad idea. This article provides a comprehensive framework for understanding and implementing immersive advertising in service industries.
Awesome. Yeah, it's great to see that it builds on your existing work as well too. It's always nice to be able to do that. Yeah. I'm curious as well too. This is something I always ask is like, were there any challenges that you ran into while doing this paper? Because I think it's something especially important for us to highlight for newer researchers as well. That it's not always an easy path, although maybe it was for this article. I don't know.
Thank you for asking that. Yes, so as I said before, this study was more like a conceptual paper. So we tried to lay the groundwork for on this topic, and we didn't do any first-hand data collection. And when we collect these secondary data from online searches, we found that there is a lack of industry data to really empirically support the effectiveness of immersive advertising, especially in the case studies we analyzed. So for the traditional advertising, because it is very mature, so there are metrics like click-through rate, impressions, conversions, all these measurements are well established. But for immersive advertising, there is no industry-wide benchmarks and performance indicators. So it makes it difficult for industry to assess their return on investment. Therefore, we couldn't find these data anywhere. I think that's the biggest challenge. And several other things we noticed that is, first, that immersive advertising is still a relatively new concept. So research on this topic is very scattered. So we had to synthesize different theories from different fields like marketing, psychology, and media studies to build integrated framework. And also the rapid evolution of technology adds another layer of complexity to the study. So we always see new technologies add in, like the AI, the blockchain, and other different metaverse platforms. All these new technology will further reshape the landscape of immersive advertising. It also requires continuous research.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. And then finally, just to round us out, I'm curious, where do you see future research going in this area? Do you have any suggestions or ideas of where people might want to focus next?
So, as I just said, some shortcomings or challenges I faced in this study, I think these are all some future research directions. So first of all, very important, I think the immersive advertising needs some standardized metrics to measure their effectiveness. So whether it is key performance indicators like KPIs, are they new KPIs to measure immersive advertising, or how do we check these engagement, because they are all in virtual, right? It's not physical. And then another topic would be maybe another future research direction would be how to compare these different immersive advertising strategies across industries. So in this study, we covered 5 different service industry or visitor economy industries, but does immersive advertising work the same for all these industries, or would it be better for one industry than the other? So these are all kind of interesting and useful future research topic. And as I just said, we can also explore the role of emerging technologies, how that impact their or change their alter their immersive advertising. For example, like AI and machine learning, will they enhance the personalization in immersive advertising? Or like their different metaverse and spatial computing, will they reshape these advertising strategies? These are all future research topics that are worth investigation.
Awesome. So many exciting new avenues. I guess it's like one of the byproducts of working in a very neat space.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing more information on your article. So again, it's Immersive Advertising Through Co-Creation, Lessons from the Visitor Economy. And this is an article that came out in the September 2024 issue. And it's part of the special issue on insights for advertisers on immersive technologies. So thank you so much, Cece, for being here today. And I really appreciate it, and all the best with your future research.
And thank you very much for having me here.